Hey everybody, I just want to pour something real quick. I was just having a talk with myself, and I came to the conclusion that, well, it didn't come to the conclusion, but you start to learn and get smarter the older you get. Well, you're supposed to anyway. So everything is a balance. Let's just get right to it, because I'll be here for 40 days and 40 nights trying to explain to you something very simple. I'm an overthinker. So everything requires balance. Just like even in math equation, 3 plus 5 equals 8. So in the middle is the equal sign, but on both sides, it has to what? Equal. So no matter if it's 3 plus 5 on this side, or if it's just the number 8, or even if it's just 4 plus 4, or even if it's just 1 plus 7, even though they're different, they have to balance out and they're equal. So in saying that, inside of us, we have like two sides, right? We have that side that's always on reds to go. It's a little bit negative. It's very strong, and it's just aggressive and stuff like that. Then we got the humble side, which is like the good and the evil. That would be like the good side, which thinks things logically and funny, loving, and all that type of stuff. Now, mind you, this is inside of us. This is why sometimes we like lose our mind, because them two sometimes become so strong. One it can't outweigh the other. So then it's just that balance. But the thing about balance is the fact that you have to balance it out. Like, you have to learn how to humble yourself, even though somebody is trying to play you the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You have to brush things off. You walking into your Walmart or whatever, it's crowded, you done got bumped, somebody done rolled past and splashed water on your jeans. Just stuff just kept happening back to back before you even walk through the door. You have to like pull yourself in, because that dark side is going to be like, look, I don't disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? I know you bumped into me, because I felt it. So if I felt it, that means you felt it because you bumped into me. Unless you like the Walking Dead out this motherfucker, then that's another issue. But anyway, before I digress, yeah, you have to have balance. Work on that balance. There's a lot of people walking around who are like hurt and devastated. Things have happened to them throughout their life that just kind of made them run to that dark side because it felt safe. Because when I love, people take advantage. When I'm nice, people take advantage. When I'm humble, people take advantage. But at the end of the day, it's not about what people get from your humbleness or from your love. It's the fact that you're living balance. If they're unbalanced, don't let them, rock your boat. So it definitely is challenging, because you want to save everybody. You want everybody to get on this balance ship. And me, I find myself growing. I find myself becoming a little distant. I find myself looking at people differently, not in a bad way, but just accepting people for who they really are. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful thing. It cuts all like the expectations, and that's another thing that I'm like through my transition that I'm learning about, not really having a lot of expectations. Like, don't be expecting everything to go according to what you think or how you think it should go, because that may not be the fit for you. You understand what I mean? So you may see some nice shoes in the store, and I mean, they match to the T. You got some sparkly sequins in the collar or whatever, and the shoes got sparkly sequins on the heel. You like, shit, I'm going to kill it. You know what I'm saying? So you get these shoes and you put them on because you already envision yourself, oh yeah, I'm going to be looking bad. But you didn't visualize yourself, your feet hurting at the end of the night. You didn't visualize your pinky toe is burning. You know what I'm saying? You didn't visualize, you got this cramp going up the back of your ankle to your calf, so you can't even walk to the bathroom and you got to piss. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't visualize all that. So sometimes you got to sit there and you got to think like, look, let me try this on. Let me see if it's a good fit. If it's not, okay, it's not. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you're going to go through life not having a good, perfect fit. Everything is look good in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And everything will, be on point. And it's just like, okay, it's on point. But once you put the shoes on and walk around a little bit, and the thing about it is, you don't get mad at the shoe. You don't throw the shoe like, damn, you should have fucking fit. You don't do that, right? Because what you do, you accept it for what it was. It looks nice, but look, it just don't fit. You know what I'm saying? So take those few tips. I just wanted to share that. because this is the type of talks that I have with myself now. I don't know if it's because every year I get older, like I get a slew of information coming in, but this year it's like overwhelming. I don't know if because I'm going into my next chapter of life, which is 40 next year, but I'm like not drowning because I'm trying to get away from so much negativity, but it's like a whole bunch of information is just like downloading to me, you know, on like a very fast pace and an abundance, and I love it. I love it, but I'm always in thought, and it's just that my life, I have a few things that I have to do from time to time, so it's hard to kind of just sit in a daze and just, you know, take in and try to figure out what's going on, and, you know, just being grateful for the information you get and trying to figure out, okay, that's supposed to go over there. All right, I'm supposed to do this. All right, I need to start doing this. I got to work on that. Okay, or whatever. Just to keep myself balanced. You know what I'm saying? So if you're just sitting around, you're not doing anything, you're not thinking about anything, you're not thinking about what next week, you're not thinking about next year, you're not thinking about what's your next step in life, then you're like weighing on the negative side, I guess, or the bad side. So just keep yourself balanced. Keep yourself balanced. No expectations, accepting things for what they are, being very humble, and always loving. You know, that's good. And I read a quote today too. Let me not make this too long. I read a quote today that said, not really a quote, but I guess it was just like a meme, and I'm gonna try to say it verbatim, but I'm not sure. It said something along the lines of, "Stop telling people they can't love without loving themselves first." And it said you can't dictate a person receiving love just based on that. So I was thinking, I was just like, that's a good point, because, you know, we always say that, well, you can't love somebody without loving yourself first, which is true. But if you look on it from what the statement was saying, it's basically saying, well, that means this person can't love on somebody else just because they don't love themselves. Like, why stop the love? If you want to, like, why stop the love? You know, if you want to love on your kids, but you are, you know, addicted to alcohol or drugs, of course that's saying, okay, well, you don't love yourself because you don't take care of yourself, right? Let's just make that scenario. It doesn't mean because you have a problem that you now have to impose that problem on other people, especially your kids. So I guess it can kind of relate to that type of scenario. Like, you can still love on your kids and say, listen, I don't love myself right now, but I do love you. You know what I mean? So let's try to get out of the box with all of these cliche words and living and whatever, because everything is just not a one path type of thing. No. And then another thing that came through my mind today was, we got to stop expecting people, dig on that word expecting again. We got to stop expecting people to be exactly who or what we want, because it really isn't fair to them. And at the end of the day, yes, you're supposed to have things in common, you're supposed to vibe, but we all have a soul. So you can't expect that person to rock the way you want them to rock, because they're on, and not to mention they're on their own journey. So if you like abduct a person and program them to act and be exactly whatever you want them to be, it takes them from who they're supposed to be, and we don't know what kind of journey they on. And I'm not trying to get in God's way. You know, I'm trying to get right with the Lord. So anyway, forgive me. Anyway, so those are just some things that was in my head, and I know every time I record, most of the time I got a scarf on, whatever, because I'm usually always in chill mood. And you know, especially I'm learning a lot of things about your hair, and I've learned a lot before, but, you know, that being like so sacred, and, you know, our connection to, you know, the God, universe, whatever you want to, you know, label it as. But yeah, and I let my hair out a lot of times. I do wear it out, but you do have to be careful. And right now, I just need so much focus on why my attention is just focused on learning right now. I don't know what it is, but I just want to learn a lot. And I'm getting a lot of information, so I like to keep my head covered, and I like to just be in my thoughts and not have any weird influences. You know, because you start picking up on other people's energy and thoughts and feelings, and it already confuses the hell out of me, because I already got 1,000 thoughts coming to me per second. Now I got your shit coming in too. Like, I can't do it. I won't do it. All right. Over and out, y'all. I still made this 10 minutes, but y'all might enjoy this one anyway. Bye. Well, not bye, later.